Alright, hey guys, Pax, welcome back to another Pokemon Pocket video, and yeah, as the title states, this is going to be a Dragonite EX deck showcase. We have the man right here, about to give us like the biggest dap of our lives. Just look at this guy. This guy looks very intense, very amazing, and as a Dragonite fan, this card looks like a lot of fun. Yes, as you can see right here, HP of 180. This guy is very tanky. Now his HP might be pretty huge, but look at his damage number right here. Look at his attack. Giga Impact requires 3 energy. It does require water as well as electric. However, it does 180 damage. The only downside is that next turn, this Pokemon can't attack, but this guy can potentially one-shot most cards in the game. But aside from that, yeah, this guy looks like a lot of fun. That damage, HP, I feel like as Dragon EXs go, and Dragon cards in general, this doesn't look too bad. This is pretty nice, and this is the deck right here. Yes, so we're pairing it with Giratina because Giratina is amazing just getting passive energy. So for this deck, you do want to focus on building Dragonite as soon as possible, getting him out, and then yeah, by then, your opponent really can't do much. Sabrina, we're trying out Penny as well. We do have leftovers. This is a new Poke tool. At the end of your turn, that the Pokemon this card is attached to is an active spot. Heal 10 damage from that Pokemon. Yeah, enough said. Leftovers, that's pretty much what it is. Very similar to the game and really do like this. But yeah, if this is your first Pokemon Pocket video on my channel, I highly suggest subscribing because I make Pokemon Pocket content pretty much daily. With that being said, I consider liking and subscribing. And without further ado, let's get right into the deck showcase. Alright, here we are in our first battle. Going first, okay, we are going against a solo battle. This is against the Buzzwold EX deck. We're primarily doing this just to get the feel for the deck. Okay, so going first, this is okay. This is not the worst. Oh, actually, this is the best. Look at this hand. Oh yeah, we also have Penny. Okay, perfect. Turn 1, it's always good to have Giratina out. Next turn, we can just evolve. This is pretty good. He can attack with Kartana. However, might as well put leftovers down. I could Penny. You know what? Let's play it risky. I'm going to Penny. I feel like this might be the best turn to do it. Primarily because my opponent only has 3 cards. And if you guys don't know Penny, this is Penny right here. Look at the random supporter card that's not Penny from your opponent's deck and shuffle it back into their deck. Use the effect of that card as the effect of this card. Personally, I don't really know how this works. So we do get Lucario. I don't think that does anything. That does nothing. Okay, yeah, that was Penny, ladies and gentlemen. So a very risky, depending on the deck you're using, this card is pretty risky. Because yeah, there's a lot of supporters that are just pretty much useless to us. It would be pretty cool. It would be a lot better if you do use Penny, then like it discards that supporter. I think that will make it a lot better. But if it just goes back into the deck, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, as I'm talking, we do XP nice, just in case he does kind of like try to mess us up with like Sabrina or Cyrus. But we do get Dragonite out. This is good too, because the main thing about these decks, like Dragon decks in general, is the energy. The energy right here. But we do get another water, so in a couple of turns, he will be fully built. Okay, so Kartana's doing some damage. Pretty scary, but at the same time, if you can get Lily, that would be amazing. Okay, Sabrina. Okay, this is all we could really do pretty much. But we're at a good position, because even if Dragonite dies, as long as we can do his Giga Impact once, we should be at a good position because of Giratina right here. Hey, perfect. Okay, we got Lily as well. Lily, amazing support. This is pretty good because next turn he could one-shot us with Buzzwold, but because of Lily, we will survive one more round at least. Giga Impact, 180 damage, just completely destroying this Kartana. And then next turn, granted, this guy can't attack. However, he is pretty tanky, so as long as he survives next turn, we should be good. Interesting. Beating that Celesteela. This guy, it is a bot. A regular player, a sane player would probably feed a Buzzwold, but we got another Lily. Look at this. This is pretty good. So if you do this, we can't attack. But we are at a very good position right here because we could definitely just Lily. And this is why I ran 1 X speed. Because if I just do this, might as well. I'm just going to X speed. Only requires 1. And if you retreat, we can choose which energy to be discarded. Do that. Giratina's out. Feed Giratina. And next turn, we could just retreat with Giratina. And then Dragonite is going to be fully built. So right now, just attack Formosa. So, okay, yeah. He could one-shot this Giratina potentially. If he does Lusamine, there's a high chance he will. Perfect. Okay, yeah, so he does Lusamine. Giratina is dead, but this guy, there's no stopping this guy. Even if Buzzwold Leaf Capes, Dragonite just one-shots. So yeah, Giratina dead. Pretty sad, but this guy's out. Look at this monster. This slapping. This completely just knocking the wind out of that Buzzwold. Here we go. We got that. Look at that, man. Stage 1 Dragonair. Pretty nice art. It's gonna one-shot Giga Impact. GG. Yeah, this card is going to be a lot of fun. Very scary. It does require a little bit of build-up, but at the same time, yeah, just a huge powerhouse. That 180 damage definitely makes this guy worthwhile. Like, yeah, compared to the first Dragon EX, which is like Ultra Necrozma, the main downside was the damage. I was saying in that video, like, if the damage was a lot higher, like 150 to 180, could be better. And we have it right here. We have the spiritual successor. As of right now, the definitive Dragon EX himself. And yeah, I'm very happy. So yeah, we'll see how this guy performs in PvP. All right, here we are in PvP going first. Okay, so nice. This is good. All we need now is pretty much a rare candy. Perfect. Oh yes, this setup is goated. This is a very good setup. Leftovers. Put Giratina down, and we have a rare candy. So we can get Dragonite out next turn. Lily as well, just to help that Giratina a little bit more. For now, just end our turn like this. All right, he Poison Barbs. Attacking, only doing 10 damage. Keep in mind, because of leftovers, we can just instantly heal that. Oh yes, this is pretty good. So, and look at our energy. This is a very good energy layout right here, because this turn, water, next turn, lightning. So it doesn't matter the turn after that what I get. Okay, this is looking pretty good. For now, just do this. And there's really nothing he could do. Like, this is pretty nice. Yeah, it's healing. He is playing with Solgaleo. Solgaleo can't one-shot this guy. However, I can. I can one-shot Solgaleo. If he doesn't Giant Cape, if he Giant Capes, it might get kind of scary, but at the same time, Solgaleo does take a bit of damage when attacking. Screw it. You know what, just to flex, I probably should put this earlier, but putting another copy of Dratini down, because in a couple turns I can get another Dragonite. This is pretty good. For this turn, just do this. Broken Space Battle, pretty straightforward. We're at a very good position, because next turn, this guy's built, as well as Giratina. He only needs 1 energy, colorless, so he's pretty much set. Oh yes, this is looking pretty good. Honestly, for this turn, I'm a penny. He has 9 cards. We'll see what I get. Okay, perfect. Professor's Research really does help us out a lot. All right, so we're at a very good position right here. I'm just gonna do this, Giga Impact. Now again, the main downside is that I can't attack next turn, but we should be pretty much set, because we do have 2 Lilies helping us out. We are taking poison damage, but we're only taking 10 damage in 2 turns. Keep in mind, because of leftovers, yeah, leftovers is helping us a lot. Okay, subbing in Solgaleo. Pretty scary, but at the same time, we are at a good position right here. We do have X speed, so we can just do this. Look at this. So we do this. Yeah, use one of our water. Sub in Giratina. Giratina is fully built. So yeah, Dragonite is saved. Just do that. Lily. And then next turn, I can Lily yet again. And might as well. Sure. Another Dragonite out. What's up? Attack. Not killing Solgaleo, but doing some decent damage. Okay, so he does Lily. He does evolve into another Solgaleo. I'll be honest, if he Cybers, we could have been in trouble, but yeah, conceded. Ultimately up to RNG. Very fun deck. Very scary, depending on your matchup. At the same time, that 180 damage is just completely scary. Like, your opponent really can't do much if they don't Giant Cape at full health. All right, here we are in our second PvP battle. This is gonna be the last one. Interesting, going against Psychic. Okay, so we are going second this time. This is pretty nice because we can get Dragonite built fairly fast. He does Penny. Okay, what did he get? Wow, Professor's Research. Okay, not the worst. Might as well just leftovers this guy, so he does heal a bit of damage. Just feed Dratini, feed his Giratina. This is all we could really do. Pretty scary. I'm assuming he's probably using evolutions. Damn, yeah, this is very crazy. Because of that penny, he has almost more cards in his hand than in his deck. By looking at his RNG, you feel like, yeah, he's getting very bad RNG. This is very sad. Okay, yeah, all he does is attack with Marlowe. Penny? Okay, we'll see. We'll see. This penny will help us, please. Ideally, Professor's Research would help a lot. Iono could hinder us, because we do have 2 rare candies. Damn, it also helps Sim, because he's not getting anything, so that's the main downside with Penny. Again, it would be a lot better if it discards. Oh, okay. Actually, we could work with this. We could definitely work with this. Oh, perfect. And we can also attack. We might as well. So Giratina is Giratina's just going to be chilling. Very awkward for him. But at the same time, this is pretty nice. So we're killing Morlo, getting a point. Next turn we evolve into Dragonite, and we have Lily just in case, just to heal up. Alright, so he does place down 2 Eevees as well as evolves into Shiinotic, but I don't give a crap. This guy, Dragonite is fully built. We might as well just attack with him. A little bit of an overkill, but Shiinotic is dead. And yeah, looking at this, we do have Lily, so high sustainability. It's going to be very hard to kill this guy. And again, next turn, he can't attack. If he can survive 2 more attacks, then it's pretty much GG. Okay, yeah, so he evolves into 2 Sylveons. Dragonite only takes 70 damage. And look at this, I have Lily. Okay, damn. He saw what was happening. Yeah, as soon as you can get Dragonite out, if you can get him out fairly fast, and your opponent isn't really that built, then this guy completely dominates the game. Like, the combination of his high HP and high damage it's just a monstrous combo. But yeah, that's the Dragonite EX deck showcase. Overall, this deck, I would probably rate it probably A to A minus range. I think the main thing that hinders it is that it requires 2 types of energy, and that's really RNG dependent, because like you could get turns, like in this video I did get fairly lucky, but running this guy, you could get games where you just get like 5 water in a row, and that could really hinder you, which is pretty annoying. Also, this guy does take quite a while to get out. I feel like when it comes to EXs overall, there are a lot of EXs that can knock out Dragonite in 2 turns. So like, imagine you're going against like a Charizard EX, even Incineroar EX, Incineroar recently got buffed. Just keep in mind, after attacking, you're basically vulnerable for 2 turns, unless you sub out Dragonite, hence why I do have an X speed. But at the same time, your opponent can just Cyrus and mess you up. And because of that, overall, you want to basically outspeed your opponent. And yeah, pretty much if your opponent can get built a lot faster than you can, you're pretty much at a huge disadvantage. I feel like the main thing that hinders this card is, aside from the dual type energy, this Pokemon not being able to attack really does hinder it. If that wasn't there, then that would be huge. But overall, despite being A tier in my opinion, this deck is 1 card away from being S tier. Like imagine they add like a dragon support, because there definitely will eventually. That would make this guy a lot more viable. But overall, yeah, I feel like a lot of decks in the meta currently kind of prioritize doing fast damage. And if Dragonite can't keep up, then you will lose. But yeah, overall, that's the deck right here. Again, just kind of showcasing the deck, showing the deck right here. Charizard Jr. Yes, this that's his name, official name. But yeah, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want more. Again, really does help me out as a small-time content creator, and I'm definitely going to make more videos in the near future. I'll try to get another deck showcase out relatively soon. But yeah, that's pretty much the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.